What's up, graphic designers? The New York City Lab School has so many amazing traditions, and among them is the club fair that we have every fall. And our Photoshop class has a tradition too, and that's to make a collage featuring these club leaders. Now, today we're not going to be making the collage. Instead, what we're going to be doing is creating PNG cutouts. And let's do a quick reminder of how this works. The first thing that we're going to need to do after we open up our photo is press Command J. So we're going to then unlock that background layer. I'm going to press V and then the number 3 to drop it down to about the background layer to about 30%. We don't see that quite yet, but when we reveal the top layer and then switch to the object selection tool, what we're going to do is we're going to click on our subject, and I notice right now that just the sign is being selected, so I'm going to click it once, and then I can't help but notice that when I draw my attention to the upper left hand corner that the add to selection is highlighted. So I'm going to click again, 2, it's working its magic. I'm going to click 3. Object selection method is incredible. We got to get his shoulder, so I'm going to click again, keeping our fingers crossed, and we can actually circle and release, and I'm going to circle, I'm going to seal it up and release, and that looks not bad. Here's what we're going to do now. We're going to click the Japanese flag / layer mask, and that looks tremendous. However, I can see that there's some transparency that we need to eliminate, and so what we're going to do is we're going to hold Option and then left click the layer mask, and when we do that and we zoom in, we can see that we're going to have to brush in white on the interior of the silhouette. So I'm going to press B for brush, making sure that I'm on the layer mask. I'm going to right click, hardness, I'm going to boost to about 90%, and I'm going to increase the size to about 87. So I know that we want to get rid of those black lines because this is on the interior. All right, this is easy, this makes sense. And I'm actually going to hold spacebar and release, and when we do, we can pan. So I'm going to grab this. This looks great. All right. Now, I have a feeling we do not want this right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold Option. I'm going to left click the layer mask again. And yikes, we don't want that table at all. So I'm going to press X to swap out black to the foreground. This looks great. And we need to address this situation. I'm going to hold Option, left click. Yikes. Okay. And all of a sudden, this is starting to look pretty spectacular. Let's go to the left side, the right side. All right, so I'm just left clicking. And you'll notice, you guys, this can be a tiny bit tedious, but it's really critical that we make amazing selections. And I'm going to show you in a minute why. Okay, this looks great. I'm going to hide that background layer now. And you know what, guys? I'm actually not mad about this selection. So I'm going to go around. I'm going to go around everywhere. Oh, you guys, I'm going to actually hold Option, left click again. And we want to make sure that this is all white. And to be honest with you, probably this element won't be visible in our collage, but we're still going to address it nonetheless. Okay. Amazing. All right, so this looks great. When you're done at this stage, you're going to holler, Droz, approval needed. I'm going to sprint over and I'm going to say, well done, or I'm going to tell you what you need to do. We're going to left click. We're going to save as a copy. And here's how this is going to work. It's going to be the name of the club. So in this case, it's the Community Service Club, but we can abbreviate. So I'm going to say CSC cutout and then by your name. All right, so because I'm doing this, I'm going to do CSC cutout by Droz. It's not going to be a JPEG. Instead, it's going to be a PNG, and we're going to click Save. Amazing. All right, we're off to such a great start. Now, you might be thinking, like, once we get all these PNGs, why are we doing this? How will this really celebrate in our school? And that's a really great question. So here's our building from the exterior. You'll notice that it's pretty mundane from the outside. However, I can't help but notice that on Google Maps in October 2019, this was 5 years ago, we had a nice huge poster outside our school featuring Labbies. I would love to renew this tradition by creating a collage that you guys design in class featuring your cutouts. There's so many traditions that we need to restore and keep going. Now, how are we going to stay organized? Well, that's a great question. What I'm going to notice is that we've got this spreadsheet over here right now, right? And I'm going to label graphic designer number 1 is by Droz. And you know what? I completed it, so I'm just going to type in yes. You guys are going to have access to the spreadsheet. You're going to find your name. You'll notice that there are 2 rows, meaning 2 people are responsible for each club. And we're sort of integrating this redundancy in case people are out. Now let's do one more. Let's say, for example, all right, Serena and Isaac have the Origami Club. This is how this is going to work. We're going to left click, select that spreadsheet. We're going to right click. We're going to now download that very top option, save image to downloads. We're going to return to Photoshop. We're going to click File, Open. Origami, we're going to open it up. And so again, let's do this very, very quickly. I'm going to press Command J. I'm going to unlock that background layer. I'm going to press V and then 3, even though it drops the background layer to 30%. We don't see it, but we will in a second. Object Selection. I'm going to left click once. Working its magic. I'm going to left click again. And this isn't looking bad, so we're going to use the layer mask / Japanese flag. This looks great. I'm going to hold Option, left click, and I can see that what we need to do right now is press B for brush. We're going to fill in the gaps, eliminating all those black lines in the interior. This looks great. And you know what I'm going to do? Let's return this right now. And it's kind of hard to see, right? Which is why we pull up this mode. We want to get rid of the chain link fence because that looks weird. We don't want that included. Okay. You guys are going to do an amazing job. When you're done, you're going to, of course, delete the background. You're going to say Droz approval needed. And you know what? I'm looking right here. And check this out, guys. I'm so happy we're doing this together. If you hold Option and you look, it looks okay. However, when I zoom in, I noticed that this element of the chain link fence behind the sign, and right is included right here as well. So what we can do is I'm going to use the polygonal lasso. And, you know, there's totally a few different methods of doing this, but I'm just creating these straight selections, these linear selections. I'm going to seal it up. And I'm going to press B. And that's eliminated. That looks amazing. Command D. I'm going to press Command 0. And this looks great. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click File, Save a Copy. We're going to change the format to PNG. And we're going to save it as origami copy cutout by Droz. Saving as a PNG. Amazing. We're going to work hard. You guys are going to do an amazing job today. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.